as you can see, it's your host for today's Greenhouse. It's me, it's DORZ. I think this Christmas music might be too loud, but Merry Christmas all! This is the Greenhouse. Can't remember what episode it is. You'll have to have a look when I've titled it. It's really late. It's like 1 in the morning, so I go, shh, be quiet because the rest of the household is kippo. But yeah, as I said, I'm Dorsey doing the Greenhouse. This is the Real Wrestling Show Dash blog. You should know by my editing skills that Bigsy is the editor and I am the historian slash knowledge. But yeah, I'm going to kick it off. Greenhouse, Merry Christmas all. As I said, as we always say right at the beginning of the page, there was a bit of a thing on my TV when I was recording, but on all our other episodes, especially the Real Wrestling Show Dash blog, where my co-host actually does proper editing, that there is things for you if you need to talk and deal with mental issues during this Christmas period, because Christmas is a happy time of year for most people, but for a lot of reasons some people struggle. Maybe they've lost family members or whatever other reasons, so keep that in mind. If someone is a bit down, maybe they need to talk, maybe reach out to them, or if you are down, reach out to someone else. It doesn't have to be our friends Facebook group, but it's there if you want it, and all the information is on our beginning of the Real Wrestling Show Dash blog. So Merry Christmas everyone. I'm going to kick it off with the Greenhouse Dark Elevation first. Match 1, Nyla Rose, Bunny and Emi Sakura versus Jessica James, Gigi Ray and Lady Monroe. Soho was guest commentator, obviously for the TBS title hype, because she's going against Nyla. It was All the Green One's debut, I do believe. I think it is just because I remember their names. They're all cool names, like Jessica James, that reminds me of Jessica Jones from the Marvel. Gigi Ray, that just sounds cool. And Lady Monroe. I mean, Marilyn Monroe, isn't it? So, anyway, drop kick head into the back by Bunny. Okay. Buckle, sorry, into the buckle by Bunny. A big power bomb by Nyla, points at Ruby, hits the beast bomb. Nyla, Bunny, and Sakura win. Bunny man of the match from me. Decent outing by the Green Ones, all sold well. Bit of a squash match, TBS title build, Nyla staring and Ruby staring at each other to finish it off. Match number 2 was Red Velvet versus Maddie Rankowski. Nice bottom rope springboard by one of them, can't remember who. Final slice by Red. Red Velvet wins. Red man of the match. Decent short match. No story, but a decent lineup. You would believe that Maddie Rankowski could actually beat Red Velvet, you know what I mean? Match 3 was Chaos Project versus Bear Country. Nice T-bone suplex by Bronson. Gorilla press slam into backbreaker by Bear. Boulder drops double Bear. Bear Country win. Serpentico man of the match from me. Entertaining match. Typical Chaos Project match. Build for Bear Country. Decent lineup. For me, starting to show signs of a split for Chaos Project. Just watch the match if you. I didn't know why, but there was little things in there I noticed, and I think that leads on to Dark later on. Match number 4 was Andrade versus Khan. I think it's Khan's AEW debut. Big knee strike to the gut by Andrade. Nice gut buster by Khan. Double arm wrench submission by Andre, which was quite stiff and mean. Andrade wins. Andrade man of the match. Decent outing by Khan. Decent match. Match number 5. Thunder Rosa versus Amber Rodriguez. I believe it's Amber's AEW debut. Nice stiff enziguri by Amber. Fire Thunder driver. Rosa wins. Rosa man of the match. It was a decent match. Build for Thunder in the TBS tournament, and a decent outing for the Green One. And then we move on to Elevation's main event of the evening, which was Blade, Isaac Cassidy, and Matt Hardy versus Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, and 10 from the Dark Order. Twist of Fate on the floor to Grayson by Matt Hardy. Fatality, then the full Nelson for the finish. Dark Order win. Evil Uno, man of the match. Decent match, nothing special, but for a free show on YouTube, some good names on there, some big name, well, a big name in Matt Hardy, the Dark Order growing nicely, and Blade and Isaac Cassidy are talented guys to watch. So yeah, it was decent overall. So we'll move on to Dark, which was a little longer. I believe Elevation was about 36 to 37 minutes. And Dark was about just over an hour and 15 minutes. So not too bad, but fuck Biggs, you got the shorter win last week. Oh yeah, not a Stella for the fella today. It's a San Miguel. Got a bit Spanish today. Anyway, so moving on to Dark. As I say, on Greenhouse, didn't point it out in the beginning, but we do just run through give our opinions on them. They're all free on YouTube, so check them out. And you don't have to agree with me. This is just our opinions. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Dark match number 1. Austin and Colton from the Gun Club versus Lee Johnson and Brock Henderson's son. Blind shot to the kidneys while bouncing off the ropes by Austin. Then the sneaky roll up by Colton. Gun Club win. Colton man of the match. Decent match and a decent lineup because it wasn't one of those matches where you could call the winner right in the beginning. A lot of chance where's your dad only pointed to Gun Club because obviously Anne was there for Brock. Anyway, Abaddon versus Charlotte Renegade, match number 2. Nice tiaras by Abaddon, then her finish, I can't remember what it is, well, one of her finishes. Abaddon wins, Abaddon man of the match. Typical Abaddon match, very entertaining. They're playing, I'm scared, wrestling the zombie, but it is entertaining, so can't fault you, like Abaddon being built up nicely again. Or still, I do believe they're booking Abaddon quite right at the moment, to be fair. Quite right, yes, quite right. Next up, we had match number 3, Eddie Kingston versus Colin Delaney. You may know him from previous, well back, a good few years now. Not well back, but a good 10 maybe years ago against, I can't remember who even knew he was fighting again. I think it was AJ Styles actually, for the WWE. But there we go. Don't quote me on that. I'm just going off of memory, and like I said, it's like 1 a.m, day before. Well, it's technically Christmas Eve. Step over rope stunner by Delaney was nice. Kingston hits a DDT. Eddie wins. Eddie man of the match. Very good match. Fair play. I do like Colin Delaney. Fair play. He's good, and Eddie Kingston's always entertaining. So anyway, yeah, nice. Match number 4 was Penelope Ford versus Willow Nightingale, who I'd noticed him around other shows. I think she's appeared on Impact. I know she's definitely appeared for NWA. So yeah, she's making the rounds around the independents or using a free agency as well, as you say. But anyway, after saying that, Willow almost fucks up a moonsault. Botch. She almost lands on her head. Indian Deathlock by Ford. Ford wins. Ford man of the match. It was a pointless squash match. Build for Ford. Sonny Kiss interviews Tony Schiavone. He talks about him and Joey Janela, which, Bigsy reminded me they were rivaling the other day. I didn't even realise they were still, to be fair. It was interrupted by Joey Janela. Next week, no DQ. There we go. Am I looking forward to it? No, not really, to be honest. Next up, we had Brandy Rhodes versus Robin Renegade. Charlotte Renegade intervenes during the match, and Anderson comes down and does his whole I'll get the gun out and get the gun out, and chases off Charlotte Renegade. Pop-up elbow strike by Brandy. Brandy hits a new submission. Brandy wins. I went with Renegade man of the match. Decent match. Good outing by both. Good to see Brandy still going from the bottom, and it's good for her to, like, because it's not not that I would know, but I'm sure it's not hard getting back in the ring so soon after having a baby. So it's good for her to be on these littler shows doing the littler talent, or the greener talent, as it were. That's an advert on YouTube. Yeah, it was decent. Next up, we had Joel versus Julius Coleman. I believe it's Julius's AEW debut. Nice overhead belly to belly. I'm assuming by Joel. Sit out DVD, running pump kick by Joel. Joel wins. Joel man of the match. Green one sold well. Squash match. Build for Joel. Next up, we had Avalon, Caesar, and Not Dolph promo. They want for Christmas the best friends. They're going to get the best friends next week. I believe it's going to be Utah and Orange versus two of the Wingmen. Match number 7, Isaac Cassidy versus Carly Bravo. Cassidy sacrifices Joel, or pulls him in the way when Carly Bravo goes for the over the top move to the outside. Bravo shoved into the entrance box, where they come out the ramp and there's that big box. That was quite stiff. Then Joel gets shoved into the box by Bravo. Isaac Cassidy hits a top rope spinning uppercut, which did look beastly. Fair play. Cassidy wins. Cassidy man of the match. One of Bravo's better outings, and a decent match. To be fair, I did enjoy it. Match number 8 is Kira Hogan versus Shalonce Regal or Regal. Sorry, I think or Royal. Shalom Royal. Lots of opera singing during the match. High roundhouse kick. Hogan wins. Hogan man of the match. Annoying gimmick. I'm not really into this opera singing gimmick at all. To be fair, it was just annoying. I mean, some people say like that. Well, it might grow on you, maybe, but I don't think so. I think that reminds me of like an independent wrestling show set for kids. Like we went to one before. Shall I hit him? Shall I hit him? After about 6 times, yeah, fucking hit him already. It's just very one of those wrestling shows that you wouldn't have wanted to go to. You're real ashamed that you went to or whatever. Yeah, annoying gimmick, not a great match, but nice to see Kira Hogan get the win, because I do like Kira Hogan. She's very talented in every way. Match number 9 was Zach Clayton and Mike Orlando versus Bear Country. Canny selling by Mike Orlando with his voice. Now again, like I said with the independents, he's like, every move he was like, no, and oh no, don't, and it works sometimes, but it was just very cheesy and didn't work at all. He reminded me of an independent wrestler. I don't mean that, like, not to diss the independents, but like, you have wrestling shows at like carnivals or seaside resorts. Like we went to one in Barry Island and it was like rubbish. That's all I'm saying. Like very aimed at like kids that still think it's bare real. Like, but yeah, I didn't enjoy that at all. With him in it, kind of took away a lot of the match. Bear Bomb, Bear Country win. Bronson man of the match. Build for Bronson and Hook, and build for Bear Country, I suppose, as well. Shivani and ring interview after they won the best, say Bear Country. The Acclaim come out, interrupt, and challenge them for Dark next week. Which, yeah, that'll be another decent matchup, decent little lineup from both as well. Next up, we got match number 10. Leroy Patterson versus 10, ironically. Leroy Patterson's AEW debut, I believe. Also, he is going to be on the Big Show. I think that's what it's called. I think that's the whole reason this match actually happened, to be honest. Um, Negative when steals Howdy's hat, who Howdy was accompanying Leroy Patterson. Um, Patterson plays the unfit fat guy that can't even get clotheslined over the top ropes and just falls to the floor, does it all the way through the match. Spinebuster, Paul Nelson, 10 wins, 10 man of the match, comedy squash match. But like I said, I think the whole reason I was booked was because of the go home show. It's all about Cody. Um, Match number 11, we had La Rosa Negra. I'd say that carefully, you know, I've had a beer. Whew. Versus Red Velvet. Nice vertical suplex front slam by Rosa Negra. A final slice by Red. Red wins. Red man of the match. Decent outing by both. Okay match. That's it. Match number 12 was Sean Dean versus Lucas Chase. Float over DDT by Dean. Then the flying splash off the top rope. Dean wins. Dean man of the match. Build for Dean. Pointless squash match. Wrong place on the card for me. I would have put that in like number 3 place or something like that. Because if you're a live crowd as well, it would be quite hard to watch 13 matches in a row if that's the way they do it. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Bigsy on that one. But yeah, match number 13 finally was Dark's main event of EW's evening, which was Serpentico versus Matt Sydal. A nice step up round by Sydal. Serpentico accidentally takes out Luther, which is also accompanying. Meteor gets a 2 for Sydal. Lightning Spiral by Sydal. Sydal wins. Sydal, man of the match. Now, even though I knew Serpentico was not going to win this match, I thought, what, it was still a great match. Like, Matt Sydal's really entertaining to watch, and Serpentico's a real good put over guy, or a good hand, as they would say. But again, I do think with Serpentico actually taking out Luther for once, I think that's still signs of a little split on the go there. But yeah, that was all of AEW Elevation, all of AEW Dark. That is all I've got for the greenhouse. I have been Dorsey. Check out the channel and the weekly show, The Real Wrestling Show Dash Blog. There's other videos up there as well, like the greenhouse, merchandise memoirs. There's all sorts of stuff on there. Like I said, please have a good Christmas, and if you do feel like you need to talk or something, there is our Facebook friends of mine group that we are not affiliated with, but we know the people who run it, and we're just recommending that you use it if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Everyone feels down sometimes, or is going through tough times, so it's always there. So stay safe, have a good Christmas, and peace. Check you next week.